Some new phone came out today, I think, from some small company, OnePlus, uh, the Nord. Isn't that a weird name? Yes, the OnePlus Nord released today. In a lot of ways, it seems like at least from the start, like looking at it, just from the outside looking in, it looks like a really good solid phone for the price. $400 is the price, 25,000 rupees is the price in India, and 400 euro in parts of Europe. I heard that the price might be different depending where you are in Europe. I guess I should ask for anyone else, are any of you going to be getting this phone? It has been uh, pretty obvious it's not coming to the States, to the US. Um, I think, and I was right, all the big tech YouTubers have it, but they had good things to say about it. And looking at the phone again, just heads on, it looks like a really good phone. So this article from, what is this? Engadget says the OnePlus Nord hands-on, strong features at a tempting price. A lot of phone for less than 500 bucks. So whether it's because we're clinging onto our phones for longer, that flagships are nudging past the $1,000 mark, or that the upgrades themselves are minor or overindulgent, suddenly mid-range smartphones are important. They're very important. I think they've been important for quite a while because a lot of people buy them at that price point. Samsung is making a killing on its not quite flagship A series, and even Apple resurrected its iPhone SE. I mean, obviously, it's a resurgence, or at least a now primary focus on the $400, $500 price point, and maybe even $350. I could blame the Pixel 3a for this. I think the Pixel 3a is really the reason that they have been looking at this segment, this price point, more so now than not. But offering flagship caliber devices for a relatively reasonable price was many years ago OnePlus's forte. And that's true. I bought my OnePlus 3 for $359, $379. To think that if I lived in India, I could buy this phone for $399. It would be like living all over again in 20. When did I buy that phone? When was the OnePlus 3 out? 2015? 2016, something like that. But a great price. Now with the Nord, OnePlus is going back to its roots after years of steadily escalating prices and mixed success. It's a bright, big phone with loads of cameras and plenty of appeal, and it costs less than 500 bucks. Do I have your attention? You kind of do, but I can't buy it here in the US, so you don't have all my attention because I can't buy it. It's a phone at a good price, at a cheap price, that doesn't really seem to skimp on a lot of stuff. It seems to have a lot of things that most people are looking for in a flagship-ish phone, without taking away too much stuff. By taking away, I mean no IP68 rating, no wireless charging, but the build quality looks high-end. The performance looks like it's spot on. Battery is big, fast charging. At least from what they're saying, the camera seems good. I'm surprised that they're putting the OnePlus 8 camera in there. How good is the OnePlus 8 camera? I don't know because I don't have one. But I was surprised that they put it in the Nord. I was expecting them to put something lesser in that phone. I think they're really trying to get people to buy this phone. And maybe they didn't include the US because they knew people. Well, I don't know why they didn't include the US. I'm imagining because they know they could sell it in the US for more money. And maybe they didn't want to. I don't know. I think it would have done very well in the US. This phone would have done well in the US, but maybe they realized they couldn't sell it for 500 bucks here. Maybe they realized that they would have had to sell it for 550, 600 bucks, or that it would eat at the costs of the $700 OnePlus 8. So the Nord has a 6.44-inch AMOLED screen, 90 hertz display, or 90 hertz refresh rate, The same size as a $900 OnePlus 8 Pro. The Nord has one additional front-facing camera, a higher-res 32-megapixel sensor, and an ultra-wide camera, and subsequently a bigger capsule-shaped hole punch. The Nord sides don't slope as elegantly as they did on the OnePlus 8 Pro, but the bezel around the Nord screen is about as thin as that found on the iPhone 11 series. There's no big chin and nothing really to complain about. It looks like a flagship phone, and it really does. It looks like a good phone. Notably, for a phone in the Nord's price range, the screen can run at 90 hertz, making for a smoother viewing experience than most smartphones that have 60 hertz screens. That said, some other pricey handsets have reached 120 hertz. It's still a nice upgrade from the status quo, especially if you're not used to faster refresh rates on your phone. You can adjust the screen setting to 60 hertz if you're looking to conserve battery life too. I'm glad that they put that option in there as well. The Nord also has an in-screen fingerprint sensor, but thankfully this one seemed to work way much better than the one found on the OnePlus 8 Pro. Really? Wow. Okay. So it has a better in-screen fingerprint sensor than the OnePlus 8 series phones. That's good to know. That kind of sucks though for the OnePlus 8 Pro, but I'm glad that they went ahead and they improved on that as well. This phone looks like it's an all-around well-built phone. It really does. Judging from my time with the Nord so far, he's not wrong. It mostly works like a flagship Android phone would. Animations and app transitions are smooth and swift. The phone can tackle a quick game on Stadia or running off the phone without choking. OnePlus apparently has made over 300 optimizations to the Nord to make the most of Android 10 and Qualcomm Snap 765. The Nord comes with a 4100 milliamp hour battery, so it should last a day or two between charges. Like I said earlier, I'm really surprised that they went ahead and they're putting the OnePlus 8 main camera in the OnePlus Nord. That's a big bonus for people who are looking for at least a decent camera at a decent priced phone. Again, if you can buy this one for $400, I think that's a great deal. Deal and a half, deal in 2/3, deal in 3/4. I think I would recommend this phone if it was available here in the States for a $400 price point. With a Snap 765, 8 gigs of RAM, 128 gigs of internal storage. I don't know how much is, oh no, it's 100 more, right? For the 12 gig version and 256 gigs of internal storage. I don't know if it would be worth it at that price point, but maybe. It sure sounds like OnePlus's affordable and attractive 5G Nord will never come to the US. If you're waiting for OnePlus's US website to update with ordering info for the new 5G Nord, we've got some bad news. It's not happening, not later today or probably ever. I did see you can join a beta program and they're giving 50 OnePlus Nords for people's reviews. And I think they're going to let some people keep it if their reviews are very detailed. I don't know if it means if you're kissing their ass. I really don't know. But I was like, should I do that? And I'm like, I probably, even if I did it and they gave it to me, I know I'm probably not going to do a review because I've just, not that I'm lazy, I just have so much going on. But for anyone that doesn't know, I'm also moving August 1st. So my whole life is about to get turned upside down in about a week or 2 weeks or right now. Anyway, continuing on. While the announcement of the long rumored and oddly named Nord represents a return to OnePlus's mid-range mindset, it's only launching in Europe and India. And while sales of the OnePlus 8 Pro are reportedly not great, the company isn't looking to bring the Nord to the States. Our history has shown that focusing on just a few markets first and then expanding has worked well. While this new smartphone product line will initially be available in Europe and India, we look forward to bringing more affordable smartphones to North America in the future. Big House says the iPhone SE won't have any competition now that there's no Nord and Google is being stubborn, right? Exactly. Deepak also says iPhone SE is already crushing sales in the sub $500 category. They've really taken the market. Apple has really, I feel like, taken that market under $500. I mean, $400 for the phone is a great deal. It really is.